Okay, I am
Alright.
going to go ahead and roll.
Roll. Give me a
my
roll.
hit
Let's see
pilot.
what you do.
Ooh.
Oh, that is a fail. It is not a critical fail, but it is a fail. So, explain to me how you attempt to strike the knight.
I try and use my dexterous nature to jam a knife up under his chin. However, it apparently doesn't go as I planned. How do I fail?
So how it fails is he sees you. He's sitting here, coughing blood. He's a little weak because he just ate this wood cookie because he's a fucking moron. And what happens is as you go to stab him, he just bends over to cough and happens to block it with his shield, and you just get knocked to the ground by your own centrifugal force rushing at him with the dagger. So now you're kind of on the ground. Like, you gotta pick yourself back up. You're not hurt, but he's kind of looking at you like, what?
And hello, Lieutenant Tails. Welcome.
Yes. So, from there,
Welcome to madness.
Mr. Rocket,
It's
what are you doing? You have given everyone big shoes.
Yep.
You have a chicken hiding in the forest. There are things everywhere. You don't quite see this guy bleeding out the mouth, but you know that this night is close.
Okay.
So what would you like to do? What actions would you like to take? Go.
I would like my character, upon realizing the situation, if there is one,
Yes.
would like to just take a breath
Okay.
and calmly walk forward, get the attention of the two, wiggle my ring of bling to look all sparkly and shiny, and
Okay.
I would like to see your finest baker, please.
So you're gonna do a cunning ploy, is what it sounds like to me. Go ahead and give me a roll. 6 is a pass. 4 and 5, it may work. Anything lower than that, use a fail.
Ah, dang it.
You walk up to him. Your ring just happens to only like hard flicker as if it was like a shorted 9-volt battery. So your one finger, your middle finger, is glowing. So you're walking up to this knight with a glowing middle finger going, "Give me your damn best baker." And he's looking at you like, "This is a fucking prison. Are you stupid? We don't have bakers. We have a cook." Like, what are you flipping me off? Like, what are you doing?
No bakers?
No, this is a prison. Does this look like a chef's school to you?
It depends. I guess that really depends because I've never seen a chef's school before.
Maybe your oven's broken. I can help fix.
No, our ovens are fine.
Fix?
You have a
Jesus.
baker here,
No, we have a cook named Leroy.
and he makes sweet rolls?
No,
Dear
he
God.
makes spread.
What the hell?
He is fluent in spread and hooch
I'm
and pruno.
I'm fluent in spread too. That's why my loincloth is so small.
You're gonna fit in quite well in this prison.
I don't know what a prison is, but I bet it sounds tasty.
So, Frizzle, carrying on with your conversation, it is now your turn.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Well, so has Leroy introduced himself to us?
Leroy, you know that this cook named Leroy is inside this prison.
So what I would like to do is I'm going to pull out Mooch. Mooch is
that
Mooch is a dead rat that he hangs out in my pocket.
You don't have pockets, you have a loincloth.
Well, I didn't say where the pocket was. But
Yes! Yes!
Prison pocket.
prison wallet.
Oh, prison pocket.
So I'm going to pull out. So Mooch doesn't do anything. He's just dead.
Right.
But
The dead rat. You're
but
right.
I'm going to use him as a motivation to, kind of use him as a divining wand to find this Leroy guy. Don't worry, Mooch. You could tell me exactly what Leroy is. You need a bath soon. So I'm going to hold him out, and I'm going to try to seek out this Leroy. So I just need to roll a dice.
Yes. So we're gonna do a cunning ploy with your rat.
You know what? I'm going to use a zeal.
You know what? I will let you take that back.
I was just like, I didn't even think about that. Like, oh well.
All right. So you've automatically passed. You have this rat. The knight is looking at.
So these knights are kind of friendly with us right now? Decently?
Right.
Okay, so I kind of hover Mooch over to the first knight and go, nah, Mooch says you ain't Leroy. And then so I was like, so pretty much it's just like, this guy's looking for Leroy. Hey, Leroy! Start yelling it and kind of walking around until I find Leroy.
So the knight kind of looks at you. He's really freaked the fuck out that a dead rat is asking for Leroy in the prison. And honestly, he's like, I'm not, no, I don't get paid enough for this shit. There are too many of you. And he runs back in the prison, runs past the warden, and says, fuck that shit. So, from there, it is now the warden's turn. The warden is going to sit there, and he's going to take an action to come up to you guys, and he is going to try to figure out what is going on here. You see him come up with a stern demeanor. He's a pudgy man, looking like he's never gotten his hands dirty, but that he's only gotten them greasy with chicken.
Thank you, Shark, for the follow.
Oh yes, Space Leaves, thank you.
Whoop, whoop. I am now 49.
Woo! Almost to the big
Awesome,
5-0,
awesome.
bud. So, the warden comes up, he sees the goblin, and just kind of looks at you and goes, what the fuck do you all want? Like, he's just sitting here, he's asking straight up Frizzinold, what do you want? What are you doing here? Why did my guy just run away? Like, what is your purpose here at my prison?
What our purpose? Our purpose is about the cookies. Grandma Jelly said there was cookies. Chocolate. I like
Are
chocolate.
you talking about Jeff the Gelatinous Cube and Grand the Evil?
Yes?
No. I
No?
will not have that at my prison.
No?
And you see him attempt to summon guards from that.
Well, one of my talents is I have a cute smile. So I'm going to attempt to use that cute smile to try to denote that, oh, of course, I was just lying. That Grand, I don't know who that is.
All right. All right. I kind of believe you.
The
Very
smile
well.
says it all.
From that interaction, he did not call the guards. Frizzinold dissolve the situation. The wolf is going to roll to see if it can track Martis.
In the meantime, I'll put Mooch away.
Oh. So, from that, it is now located where Martis is, and you can start here the gallop of the wolf towards you, Martis. What do you do?
I don't know. Yeah.
There's so much.
Okay, I go for an attack. I go to
You're
get
gonna-
violent.
You're gonna get violent on the wolf. All right, let's get violent. Let's get some rolls going. What are you gonna use? You gonna use your beak? What are you using?
Yeah. I'll use my beak.
All right. So with using a tool, you get 1 advantage. So take an extra dice. So you get 2 dice for this roll. Go ahead.
Oh, it was that one, then that one.
Yes. So you hear the wolf coming. You lay low, and as you're waiting, you strike up straight into the wolf and pierce it dead into the heart. the wolf's blood pours over you, and now you're this bloody abyssal chicken covered in wolf's blood. What do you do from there?
Still alive?
It is barely alive.
Well, then I finish it off.
All right, how do you finish off the wolf?
Well, by pecking out its eyes.
Absolutely.
Naturally.
Well,
Naturally.
yeah, it's why are you asking? How does a chicken? How do you
Well,
not
I'm
know
trying-
these things?
Well, I'm trying to see if you eat the heart and you peck it out. If you're pecking it out with the
you
eyes.
eat the eyes first.
Okay.
You're an abyssal
Always-
chicken. You have so much power.
So you're eating the eyes, or are you keeping the eyes?
No, I'm eating. I'm hungry.
Okay, you're eating the eyes. Okay,
Yeah.
so you now will have the feeling of being full as a chicken. So you're full. You feel good.
Yes.
So from that, add for your next roll for beating this wolf, add a +1 to your count on your next roll for
Okay.
for feeling full.
Full. Okay, so you're well fed. Good.
Well fed.
You did good, chicken. I'm gonna try to pat Martis on the head.
Your hands are
Yeah,
now covered in
yeah,
blood.
Okay, how about I pull out some of my granola?
Mm-hmm.
I got granola for the chicken.
Got some granola for the chicken. All right, Iceman is not next. Yukon. Yukon, you're up, bud. What are you gonna do? You guys are all relatively close to each other. You just see the chicken just fucking sneak attack the wolf and just fucking pull it to parts. You see one guard just run away in sheer fear from being talked out of it. You see that the warden is starting to get sus, and that this knight is just starting to cripple over because he ate a wood cookie like a fucking moron.
Oh my gosh. So many things to do. As I basically kind of brush myself off, probably the first thing I'm gonna do is probably pull the screwdriver that's stuck out of my in my hand back out.
Okay, it's out.
Okay, and I'm just gonna kind of walk up to the guard, just nonchalantly, like, just wipe my blood on him.
All right, give me a cunning ploy.
Okay.
You are trying to deceive and or gain advantage against this knight.
Yeah, hoping that maybe while he's doing that, he's also gonna be sick. Like, oh gosh, it's the.
Yeah, so do we get advantage on this guy because he's like internally bleeding at this point?
No, because Yukon fucked.
No, I guess okay. Well, it was a 2, so it wasn't like a spectacular fail.
It's not a spectacular fail, but it is a fail. As you see him, as you walk up to him to just smear your blood on him, he freaks out and just fucking smacks you back with the shield. From that, take 1 point of damage, please.
Just imagine, just kind of like I slowly shuffle towards him, just like trying to wipe it on him, and then he's
and he just yeets you with his shield.
boop right in the eyeball. Boop. Ah!
Yes. If it was a 1, you would have fell on your screwdriver again.
Just cover my head with my holy hand, I guess, and just kind of
Yes.
like now really.
You can see through your hand through the hole in your hand that he's just looking at you and shaking his head.
Gross.
All right, Iceman, what do you got for the party?
Well,
You just saw him get yeeted with a shield. You hear the warden bitching, and you see a blood chicken. What are you doing?
I'm mad because he didn't get my joke before with the cookie, that he just
Oh.
ate it like an idiot.
Okay.
So I'm gonna walk up and just kick him in the shins.
All right, so you're gonna get violent.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yes.
That's
What
4,
about
good sir.
4? Let's see, for a 4. And getting violent. All right, you get to choose one. You get to do harm to him. Your choices are you don't take harm, you deal harm to him, you get them out of the way, or you take something from them. What would you like?
I'm gonna
I'm-
take something from him. What kind of stuff does he have to take?
So you see that he has a broadsword, and you see that he has a tower shield. What you can take one of them because he's ill, and he's kind of keeps buckling over and losing his grip.
I'm gonna take his sword. So I walk up to him, just totally disheveled and in his bloody state.
Right.
And just walk up and didn't get the joke, did you, rats, human? And kick him in the shin and then just rip the sword out of his hand and walk away all dejected.
Awesome. So he's also like, you know what? And like just coughs up more blood, and you know he just drops his sword. You pick it up. You now have one used broadsword. Put that in your inventory, and when you go to make an attack, now you get 1 extra dice.
Sweet.
Nice.
All right. So, Mr. Closet.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Yeah. My dumb self is frustrated, so I'm going to get violent again.
Okay.
And
Are you
use my
using
tool.
anything?
I'm
You're gonna
using
use your tool. What is your tool?
a pair of daggers.
A pair of daggers. So that's 2 dice.
Yep.
And roll them out.
Ooh,
I already had one
potential
out
to
there.
fail.
Back.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Potential to succeed.
Gingerly touching those dice. I see.
Hit that R button.
You shake it more than twice, you're playing with it.
Oh.
Oh, we have a spectacular fail.
Okay. On that,
Give me a keyword.
keyword.
So if you scroll down towards trucks area over here,
Yes.
pick
you may
any
use,
word.
You can use any one of those words, or you may give me a word. Those are more suggestions.
There's also, you can go to the different pages on the left and the right if you don't
Yeah.
like any of them. So there's
Oh.
there's more than one page, and it's more of a tie of creativity for our gracious dungeon master to figure out.
Okay. I'm going to give you bounce.
As you go forward and leap at him, he sees you immediately, and in a sheer feat of adrenaline, he bounces you off his shield, and you land on a jagged branch that's been on the bed of the forest floor, and you take 1 point of damage. From
No.
that,
No,
From
closet.
you have to give me the lesson in this. What did you learn from your failure?
The lesson I've learned is to move to a position of advantage first.
Write that down. So you
Is
may
that
now
under experience?
yes.
Yes.
You may now use that in a
So at any time throughout this session or throughout this adventure, you can use that similar to how you use any one of these up here on the left of your character, on the right of your character sheet.
God,
You can use this and then you can roll. So that way, if you ever find yourself in a precarious situation, you could be like, "Oh, move myself to an advantage." Like I learned the first time, not again. Fool me once, shame on you, and then you roll.
Mm-hmm.
You learn from your failures.
Exactly. So, from there, you guys have just seen Closet's body get yeeted,
Nice.
and you are now looking about. Rocket, it is your turn again.
Ah, shit. Can't believe this all happened because of somebody else.
Ah.
All right. I would like. All right. Who? Oh.
Welcome back.
Yeah, sorry about that. Don't know what happened there.
How is the warden looking?
The ward's
like
looking
how
fresh.
Okay. And his stance, is he like guarded or is he more just like,
He's just
still
kind of
like-
standing there like, what the hell?
Okay. I want to run up, grab the chicken covered in blood, and I want to just yeet that at his face.
You want to pick up Martis.
And throw it at the warden.
Martis, are you okay with this
Yeah, I
action?
mean, yeah, I'm cool with it.
I mean, to be fair, he's a 2-foot chicken. He can't really stop it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, I guess he could roll to try and avoid it.
No, please, don't,
But it just let it happen.
don't.
I'm
No.
gonna scream, why did the chicken cross the road as I do this?
Rocket,
My name is Jamal.
Rocket, give me a roll for get violent with advantage for using your player as a weapon. So that's 2 dice.
Okay.
Martis, give me a roll for get violent for distinctly just to find out if you don't take harm or not in this action. Because he's throwing a chicken.
There we go. Oh no!
Martis, fucking roll! Roll! Quickly!
That's
Quickly!
a 6. That's a 6.
Use zeal! Use zeal!
I'll use
It's
zeal.
already been rolled, no!
Oh damn.
Did you just roll double ones?
Yeah.
He learned it
Fucking-
twice today.
You
He learned it
learned
twice
so
today.
Martis,
You
give
learned
me a
so
roll.
much.
Good.
Oh,
Success.
6.
No, I saw you moving. Let's see, what are we doing here? What do we... Where's your dice?
Right here.
Did you roll it?
That's the first one. You want the second roll?
Alright. Martis, you spectacularly succeeded, and you
There's the
don't...
second roll.
Oh, no.
He
I
gonna
just
learn
needed
3
one.
times today.
Oh,
I
then,
just-
don't count that one.
I didn't count that one. It was just good to say, oh no.
Oh, okay.
Had him worried there for a moment.
Well, I have a little bit. I mean, I don't expect the most health. I mean,
Alright. So,
Yo.
Rocket,
Mhm.
give me 2 prompt words.
Wet
Oh.
and hot.
And wet. Welcome to the special end of For the Dungeon, where things get hot and wet.
No.
For the dungeon.
All right, let's hurry up and switch from tabletop simulator to ASMR.
Yes. Alright, so
Boy.
as you pick up the chicken and you go to throw him, he's so wet that he slips out of your hands.
and wet and hot.
Sweaty,
Let me use the prompt words here. We'll get there.
sweaty chickens.
The other one's hot.
He is an abyssal chicken.
These nuts.
As you
Got him.
throw the chicken because it's so wet. Your hand now has a burning hot sensation because your dumbass touched an abyssal chicken. Take 1 point of damage and give me 2 lessons from this situation.
Because you failed twice.
First, all chickens are very hot,
Yes.
and second,
So, okay, so using that advantage going forward, you now know food is hot. You won't burn yourself when you eat it.
perfect.
What is your second wet?
Are you sure it's food or is it just chicken?
Give me your wet chicken lesson.
Hot.
You got
What?
feathers stuck in your hand.
Wet
Hot wet chicken.
wet animals
Wet chicken.
make
Not-
my hands moist.
Oh. You now have an advantage on handling sea animals.
Yeah.
He's got a grip on hot, wet cock-a-doodle-doo.
Write that in your.
Yeah, write that in your experience.
In
Yeah.
your experience, please. Yes, please. Oh, you hot, wet.
Welcome
Goblin
to the
meat.
splash zone.
I wanted to be in a streaming company. I promise.
This is turning into OnlyFans very quickly.
I told you we'll start one of those soon. Apparently, we're gonna have to sooner than I thought.
Do we need
Hey.
advantage, or what was the first one? Did I get benefit bonus or benefit from?
So you now, when you eat food, will automatically know the temperature of it. And then now you have advantage when you touch a wet animal.
Now remember, he's the one that comes up with the lessons, not you. What did you learn from all this madness?
Right, he did, and I put it in a smaller context so he can write. He said
Yeah, there's
that
not
he
a lot
knows
of
that
room.
food is. He said that food, chicken, is hot,
Okay.
and that touching a wet animal is hard.
So just to clarify, you now have the ability to know the temperature of your food just by touching it, and can infer the temperature of animals that are sweating.
Well, actually, he wrote down that he can handle wet animals, so
Yes.
he's gonna be able
He
to grab any amphibious animal or any animal that's wet in general.
he's
I just
gonna
gotta
be
carry a water balloon
goddamn
everywhere I go.
Eel master.
His next move, he could get an advantage on throwing the chicken.
I just imagine all he does is he just has a water-filled sack with a baby seal in it and uses it as a weapon.
He's just wandering around. He's just wandering around. Hey guys, did you know this fish is
Peter's
wet?
gonna be so mad.
Yeah.
Fish is wet.
We're sorry. It's the way the game plays. We're evil minions. It's supposed to be that way.
Gosh.
God.
Oh. Oh boy.
Okay.
So at this point, we have a warden that is extremely confused, and one guard still with him that is bleeding out of his mouth, possibly more internally, clutching his shin with no sword, very confused.
Yes.
All right. All
Okay,
right.
so that helps set the scene.
So there's a guard
Perfect.
bleeding on the ground.
No, he's standing. He
Oh.
just keeps bending over because he thinks he has indigestion.
Wait, did you miss kicking him in the shins?
I nailed him in the shins, and then I took his sword.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
okay.
dragging that shit behind me now.
Because I just want to smear my loincloth on his wound.
Roll.
Oh boy.
Oh, Lord.
Let's make it.
So wait, whose
Kind
turn
of
is it
plan?
right now? Is it Frizz's?
It's Frizz's. Rockets is over. Let's
Yeah.
do it under. Oh shit. Let's do it as get violent. Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah, that's kind of what I was
your loincloth's probably so gross that it could knock out a man.
right there. That's what I rolled.
Nice.
Oh, no.
Do you want my dice? I'll give you my dice.
We are
Actually,
never
no,
going to
don't
get
take
past
these guys.
these guards.
Frizzinold. Give me a prompt word, Sweet Pea.
Oh, a prompt word, huh?
That's your heart.
It is a critical fail. We need us a prompt word.
Okay. You know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's do this. So, table 1. Number 4. Breathe. Ha. Get on it. We gotta talk about breathing when it comes to trying to rub dirty loincloth on a wound.
It's you.
I can think of it already.
So can I.
Just let it breathe.
Yes. I need to make a roll here.
Do you, though?
There he goes.
One word, micro.
Frizz, every time you...
Fantastic.
Because at this point, you're no longer wearing a loincloth, right? You're just like
As you
Ask
go to
the wind.
yeet your loincloth to the guard's face, it gets stuck on his body because of just the level of gross you are.
It just
You are,
splashes on there.
you are stuck to his fucking helmet, and he has tried to swing at you with his shield and missed. You have both fallen to the ground, and you are now pinned underneath him, and your loincloth is torn. You are loinclothless.
Oh.
What is the lesson you have learned?
What have I learned from this? I would say that all underwear is good underwear. Honestly, probably just wash it more so that I don't have to splat it on anybody. What have I learned? Nothing. I've learned nothing from this.
I'd say probably don't stand so close when you throw your underwear.
Take your underwear off when you yeet it.
Aim better.
There it is. Aim better. The next time you go to use anything that requires aiming, you have advantage.
But I have my underwear back, right?
No, they're ripped. They're ripped and stuck to his helmet. It now looks like a medieval band.
throwing that sword up over my shoulder and I'm pointing and laughing hysterically at this whole point.
So now it is the warden's turn. The warden sees Captain Underpants on the ground. He just watched a chicken eat a wolf. He wants to talk. He is kind of like, oh fuck. He's going to attempt to talk it out because he feels that is his only option. Alright. He attempts to talk it out with you guys. He successfully asks, what are your demands? What do you need to leave so that he may seek medical attention for his night and to get that fucking chicken away from him because now he wants to be a vegan? What do you guys rebuttal with as a group? What are your
Make
demands?
us your best cookie.
You want your best cookie. All right. Is everyone in agreement to this? Does anybody have any other demands?
I would
Wait,
like your bakers.
We don't have bakers. We have one cook named
I refuse
Leroy.
to believe that.
I would like a new
No
piece of-
cookies except Grand's cookies are allowed here.
So the warden.
We'll take
Snap-
your cook.
All right.
also request a new piece of wood to whittle.
We can get that as you walk around. That's fine.
Oh, and a loincloth for this guy.
We can get a laundry service out. So the warden claps his hands, and this knight goes inside. But then another one comes out, bringing out their cook, Jenkins.
I thought it was Leroy. Oh, never mind. Got it.
Big hoss over here.
Comes out with his big old rolling pin and a loincloth and hands the warden the loincloth and says, "Yours, boss." The warden looks at him and says, "You are now going with them. The gelatinous cube has requested you make cookies." "What are cookies?" Well, warden says he's all yours, and those two just disappear. You have what you wanted. You have your first cook.
I think we should take him back to Grand.
Yes.
All right. You guys take him back to Grand?
Yeah.
Yes. Take him back to Grand. The gelatinous.
So, you take Jenkins to Mr. Grand. The gelatinous cube absorbs Jenkins. You see the cube glow and pulse, and Granny's sitting there in the cube, and you see her move for the first time in many years, and her eyes open up, and the cube says, "You don't make cookies with cans of sardine, packets of creamer, and spread cheese. Find me another recipe now."
Should we go to the village, or is that a castle?
For those actions, she scoops up the chicken, and she locks him in the dungeon, and says, "Until you guys return with a equitable, delicious, sellable pack of cookies, you will not get your friend back. Go forth
no.
and find me cookies."
Looks like we lost Martis.
Yes.
Yes. That was the segue. I think we should focus over here, because look, I see a wheat field. So if I remembers, fixing cookies make from grains from big tall yellow grass. You use smush grass to make cookie.
Good idea.
So you've hit the
You sound smarter
the
than
tower. You're good. All right. So, you guys go to the town.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
All right. Going to the town. From there, you guys get into the town. It's a small town, nothing major. A few houses, a few cottages. You see that it is a local fair. A big banner in the sky says "Bake Off."
Someone's gonna have to tell that to me because I can't read.
What do you guys do?
Do I see the sign? Do
Oh
I
wait, did you say it says bake off?
Yes.
I think I'm gonna misread it instead and not say the literal. And think it says back off instead. Be like, ugh.
Okay. Absolutely.
So I'd like to essentially kind of like I'd like to look around, I guess.
Okay. So give me a roll.
Okay. And I don't have anything that's can really help me with my roll, so I'm gonna have to just take it raw dog.
Okay.
It. Here we go. Ooh.